Hello, everybody. Good morning. Happy Monday. Um, so it is Monday, November 23rd, and we've got some good information for you for sure. Okay, so hopefully this is working. I think so. Um, I think so. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So, good. So, our oils for the week. So yeah, these are incredibly important, these oils, to help us for this week. Hi, Winnie. Welcome. Okay. Vetiver is numero uno. So, vetiver is is extremely grounding. It's putting it on our wrists, our cervical spine, um, our and as well as on our feet. It's very, very, very grounding. So on our feet, I think we should put it on. What feels right is right in between your toes, right here, and then right on the sides of your foot, kind of in this arch area, um, is a great spot. And I would put it on both feet. So vetiver connects us with our feeling body. It supports us in deep, deep healing work. And really, as a collective, we are in a time of very deep healing work. And whether you are working with you know, like a healer of some kind or not, we are healing as a collective. I'm doing some really deep kind of trauma healing work with this amazing chiropractor, um, every as well as with I work with someone who does Reiki. I work with someone who is a channeler. Like, so anyway, just lots of healers around. So we're all doing a lot of, I'm really being called to be doing deep healing work. I'm working with a lot of people who are doing very deep healing work. So this is really the perfect time for that. Um, and what vetiver does is it challenges us to not escape our pain. So what happens when we're in pain, right? We try to escape. We try to distract ourselves. We can say, I don't want to deal with this right now. I don't want to feel all of these deep feelings. I don't want to go back to these times in my life where I felt bad. And so at that, it's normal, but it's not optimal, right? It's not optimal. So this is the time. This is a very ripe time for doing a lot of deep healing work and actually going to those places that feel so uncomfortable. And vetiver supports us with that. Vetiver essential oil. So we can breathe through it, and we can breathe in the scent of vetiver, which will help us and help our brain and help us be able to basically find relief without finding avoidance, which is really powerful. So relief with not finding avoidance. And at the end, we will know our core selves, we will know our soul, and we will be in deep connection with ourselves even more. Vetiver opens all of this possibility to us. So really powerful at this time, this week, especially. Okay, Helichrysum is our next oil. Helichrysum, again, I would, wrists. This would be a good third eye, a good throat chakra, third eye, and crown chakra, as well as the zeal point, which is back. Zeal point chakra is right at the base of your head and spine. So Helichrysum restores confidence in yourself, in life itself. It gives us strength and endurance to carry on. If we can persevere during this time, right, we will be taken to new heights of spiritual consciousness. So, do you feel triggered? Do you feel pushed right now? Do you feel lonely, angry, upset, triggered? Well, Helichrysum is here to help, big time. Like I said, it gives us perseverance, strength, and courage, and it will take us to new spiritual heights. It brings hope and it reminds us of the perspective that we can access. It also will remind us to find the gratitude and the grace in our trials. So, right now, this year, has pushed us, and we can find the gratitude and the grace in that. We can be grateful for all that we've learned about ourselves, and the people around us, all the gratitude for, maybe seeing things in a different way, et cetera, et cetera. Or we can keep resisting, we can keep complaining, we can keep saying 2020 was a mistake, or let's skip 2020. And it's like, no, there's nothing to skip. There's nothing to skip. This is all in divine timing. You can't just have the good things are in divine timing, and then the things that are challenging are like should have been skipped, right? That, guess what? That doesn't work that way. It's not happening. So, we get to choose how we're going to perceive and how we're going to be in this time. And from now until the end of this year, this is astrologically, and also, we are in the darkest in the northern hemisphere time of the year, and we can use that to our advantage. So enjoy those two oils, Vetiver and Helichrysum. Amazing energetic and emotional properties that are super helpful right now. Okay, moving on to our cards. So our first card is called Portal Keeper. Such a beautiful card. All of these cards, these Lemurian cards, have like different activations in the card, like in the artwork of the card. There are activations that and healing codes in there. So so enjoy it. Enjoy that. Take a look at it. And so a portal keeper, portals are really where the veil is at its thinnest. They're gateways to other realms, vortices, chakras, full moons. There's vortexes and portals everywhere. Special days, special numbers, people are aware of like 1111 or 222 or different things like that. These are all portals. They're all portals to a thinner veil, to like time being shifted, to us having higher perception, psychic perceptions, etc. So this card is reminding us that our vibration is raising big time. We are expanding our consciousness right now, and that this is a time for deep contemplation, meditation, self-healing, self-discovery. Be open to divine magic right now. Our psychic abilities are expanding, and the mystical is always happening. It's like right at the edges of our consciousness. And so, wow, I'm releasing for all of us. So this is a time of of being aware of those edges, and of us having this heightened awareness, when we're in meditation, when we are in contemplation, when we're maybe taking walks, when we're maybe getting healings done, when we are petting our dogs, right? Or just being in a suspended place, doing, artwork, being creative, all of this. These are all portals that we can use, and allow yourself to go there, allow yourself to be in that place. Like when we're in nature, when we're, for me, when I'm paddleboarding, it like immediately puts me into this meditative state and place. And so you can set your energy field, set it, like make an intention and set it to the highest, serving the best and the highest good for all. Okay, so that's the Portal Keeper. Just got the chills. That's a good one. All right, next one up from Rebecca Campbell's deck, one of her decks. You're not for everyone. So I know we've gotten this one before. I know I've felt that way, probably my whole life, that I'm not for everyone. But isn't that just true? Isn't that just the truth, right? Talk to the people who can hear you. Be with the people who get you. Be aware of energy drains. Be aware of situations that bring your energy down, that make you feel not good about yourself, right? Trying to convince others and being attached to other people's opinions and ideas is creating a drain. It's certainly an energy drain, and it's also creating separation and division. So what is in your highest and best interest is to, at this point, to be around people of like mind. And I'm not saying don't be open to other ideas. Like, there's a difference between being open to the possibilities, right? Open to the fact that we might not understand everything that's going on right now, or we might not, that there might be other opinions. It's great to be open to that, right? And appreciative of other people's opinions, but we don't need to be attached to, or we don't need to be worried about somehow convincing others of our way. Our way is one way, and it's not going to be everyone's way. And brings us back to, you're not for everyone, and I'm not for everyone. So, of course, the people who are here, like, we're probably for each other, right? Like, we have a similar vibration. We feel comfortable. We feel a sense of joy when we are communing. So that feeling in your heart, in your body, that feeling of relaxation, of like, wow, I can take a deep breath, I can just be myself, that is critical right now. It's really, really critical to, and of course, what does that do? It raises our own vibration. We feel good, and then we share that with our world. We don't even have to open our mouth. We just have to show up in high vibration, and it changes things immediately. So, okay. Love that. Next, The Journey. So this is from our Shaman Oracle. Such a beautiful piece of artwork. And I got this card a couple of days ago as well. This is an invitation to step outside the boundaries of your life as you know it. In a way, it's kind of like the Portal Keeper, right? So it's a call to be hermit-like. It's a call to go on a pilgrimage into the unknown, going on a journey or a pilgrimage, time to yourself, on your own, by yourself. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about this in terms of being in the unknown in the meditations that we do with him. And so you could, when you're in meditation, in contemplation, in prayer, you're by yourself. You're with yourself. You're communing with your higher self, with the divine, with your angels and guides, with people who are maybe through on the other side of some of these portals. And so the time is now, is what this card is reminding us. You will be led to your truth. No one knows exactly where they're going. None of us know where we're going. None of us, right? We don't know where all of this is going to lead. And that's okay. It's totally okay. It's fun. It's actually fun if you can find that sense of light and joy with it. There's like less stress when you don't know. Yeah. Okay. Next card up is one of Michelle Blanchett's Sigil Magic cards. And this one today is microcosm and then galactic. And so this is another kind of healing activation card with this in there. And so for me, what this really reminded me of is the microcosm is the galactic, is the microcosm, meaning the inside reflects into our outer world, and our outer world also can reflect back into our inner world. And so but it starts inside of you. This is where it starts, is in the microcosm. It starts here, and then you will see it reflected back and forth in your outer world. And so if you are seeing things in your outer world that you don't like, realize that it's some guidance from spirit that we have those very same qualities inside of ourselves. Whew. Yeah. So, and then what do we do with that? It's like, wow, the things that I hate the most, why am I so triggered? Well, we're triggered because we can feel it inside of ourselves, and we know that there's a part of us, that shadow part of us that is that. So that's where the deep healing comes in. That's where all of this deep healing and reflection, contemplation is happening right now. So, okay, so that was that. And our final card, how can we best move through this week with our inquiry cards, is what is my intention? So I feel like this is like a perfect card to have on a Post-it note, at your bedside table, in the kitchen, in your car, at your desk. Like, what is my intention? What is my intention? Is a great question to keep asking ourselves over and over and over again. When we feel triggered, when we feel angry, when we feel justified, when we feel like people are against us, when we feel depressed, when we feel alone. Well, what is our intention? What is our intention at that moment and for this day? And if our intention is communication, community, then when you make that your intention, you then will start to see more of that, right? You will start to behave more in that way. And when you see love, when you feel love, and you then choose to set love as your intention, you will then see that reflection coming back at you. So, there you have it. Lots of releasing for all of us during this whole time. So there you go. I love you guys. I hope you have a gorgeous week. Happy, happy, happy Thanksgiving if you're in the United States. And if you're not in the United States, I hope you get to feel the gratitude from the Thanksgiving celebrations that are going on in the United States. Yeah, and I'm thinking of all of you and holding all of you in my heart. Love you, and namaste. See you soon. See you in a week.